Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on round 2 of the stamina tournament. And you know the drill. At this point, we will only be seeing characters that we have already seen in the tournament thus far. So we meet up again with Dakota Beck's Sonic and Zach Wisdom's King Dedede. Oh my gosh, going to start off the game clean and fast with Sonic throwing Dedede into the blast zone. That's the thing about walk-off stages or just flat stages like these. You can get some really early and cheesy KOs, and CPUs definitely know how to capitalize off of that. Going to the living room stage for this match, coming from the Nintendogs franchise, a really obscure series from Nintendo. But yeah, it gained popularity. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure among the people that played it, it was actually like pretty good games. They were pretty good games. But anyway, we can see a little. Oh my gosh! Sonic doing it again, killing King Dedede the same way he did last time. That's the thing about. That's the thing about Sonic in stamina mode. Like, it's just. Sure, you can do damage on him, but he has the ability to just camp you out with how fast he is. And King Dedede, being such a big target, can definitely rack up. You can definitely get damage racked up on him. Oh my god, just fighting right next to the ledge at the moment. King Dedede obtaining his final smash. King Dedede not in a very good position to use it though. Especially with Sonic obtaining his now. No way that kills. Oh my god! That was almost too easy, says Sonic. Oh my gosh. I don't think we saw that in the original tournament. A 3-stock coming from Sonic. Jesus Christ. I was just about to say that Sonic's Final Smash, as we've established, isn't very good. And considering that knockback isn't really that present in stamina mode, I didn't think it was going to kill, but sure enough, it killed Dedede with Sonic 3-stocking him, still hanging at 6 HP. That was insane. Well, I guess we'll see Sonic in semifinals. Now let's move on into the next match where we can see the rest of the competitors, and hopefully we'll get a match that was just as intense as that one. We now arrive at the second match of round 2 in the tournament. We meet up again with Ben Doffing's Kirby and Nathan Doffing's Cloud. Battle of the cousins right now. Sorry if my commentary is just a little stale this episode. It's been a tiring past couple of days, but I'm still awake and I'm still excited to see how this tournament unfolds. Or, I mean, I already know how it's gonna end, and I'm sure all of you guys do too. Because, like I said, Project Rewind, recreation of the first season. So, for those of you who were actually here for the live version of this tournament, and just remember the results in general. Definitely know how the tourney goes, but I just like this project because it's basically a trip down memory lane. Get to reminisce all the fun moments we had, whether they're accurate or not. Still, it's always a fun experience just to watch level 9 CPUs duke it out because you never know what you're gonna get. Anyway, going to Spirit Tracks for this stage. Kirby going to eliminate Cloud. Cloud just waiting to come back as Kirby obtaining his Final Smash. Trying to be very careful about how he goes about it. Kirby going to have a perfect combo to lead into his Final Smash, though, going to rack up the damage on Cloud. Like I said, going to Spirit Tracks for this stage, which is a Legend of Zelda stage. Actually, you can see Toon Link is operating the little train that the fighters are going on. Kirby going for a very safe combo, but that's also going to lead him to. Oh damn! Cloud had a limit too. Man, that was like a double Final Smash right there. That was insane. Man, that was just Cloud just popped off in that sequence there. Going to give him a significant lead compared to Kirby. But anyway, on this stage, Spirit Tracks, you can have one of the most embarrassing ways to die, which is falling off the train on specifically the back side of it. This train is moving rapidly, so if a character lands on the tracks, they might as well kiss their stock goodbye, because it's going to take quite a bit of recovery and jumps to make it back to the stage, because once they touch the tracks, they go zooming. Anyway, Cloud kind of having a really good advantage on Kirby at the moment. Just spacing everything out. Oh my gosh, Cloud, that was really close coming from him. Cloud spacing out all of his moves, especially his Blade Beam projectile, and that is going to close the game right here. Ben Doffing's Kirby not going to move on in bracket, but Nathan Doffing going to fight to see another day with his Cloud. So let's move back to the right side of the bracket and see who all remains in the competitors. Moving on to the third match of round 3. We have Brennan Heckle's Incineroar and Emma Zolgaman's Ike again. So, this match right here is one of the most historic and memorable matches that we've had in the CPU tournament series. And for a certain reason, oh my gosh, wait, Ike kind of just pressuring Incineroar immensely right now, and since Incineroar is a fire-type Pokemon, obviously not going to do well for him if he gets in the water. Anyway, what was it? Oh yeah, this match is really historic and one of the most memorable matches we've had in the CPU tournament series, because something really funny happened. I'm just gonna reveal who wins the match right now, so because it's obvious once I start telling the story. Two funny things really happened. So I've never played Majora's Mask, so I don't know what the significance of this turtle right here is. But something really funny happened related to that turtle. Ike accidentally got stuck under the neck of the turtle for quite a long period of time. So there was this one moment where Incineroar just could not reach Ike, and Ike was trying his damnedest just to make it back onto the battlefield, but he just couldn't. Oh dang, nice final smash coming from Incineroar. But speaking of final smash coming from Incineroar, this is where the funny part of the story happens. At the very end of the match, both Ike and Incineroar were on the very back edge of the turtle. Oh man, wait, really close to that. Okay, Ike going to connect the final smash on Incineroar, going to rack up the damage, probably going to even up the game right now. Yep. But anyway, so Ike and Incineroar were on the very back of the turtle. Like, not even just like on the little tree area, I mean the very back. Like the very edge of the turtle. And Brennan Heckle's Incineroar totally had this game in the bag. It was down to both characters had last stock, but Ike was at a very low HP, and Incineroar had his final smash. Oh, nice double parry coming from Incineroar. If Incineroar connected the final smash, it would have killed, right? Definitely, it would have killed. So we all thought Brennan Heckle was going to take the game. Wrong. So for those of you who know how, so he used his final smash, right? And for those of you who know how the mechanics of Incineroar's final smash works, Incineroar tries to connect with somebody by gliding across the entire stage and then doing the whole cinematic. That is not what happened. It didn't connect at all. Ike ended up being on just a little bit over the turtle, and oh, nice juggling coming from Ike. Ended up being a little bit over the turtle after Incineroar did some damage on him, but it happened again! Oh my god, it happened again! Oh, again. History is rewriting itself. Let me finish the story. So, something like that happened. But instead, it was like the opposite way around. Okay, Incineroar just fucked up right there. Like, he just fucked up. Like, Ike was above him, and then Incineroar just went right past him into the blast zone. That's essentially what happened in the original tournament, but different. Incineroar was on the turtle. And like I said, he glides across the entire stage just trying to get a connection. But here's what happened instead. Incineroar slid across the entire turtle and then right into the blast zone. I would have thought he would end on the back of the turtle, but no, he just went straight into the blast zone. The only thing that was different about this time is that Incineroar was just fucked up. Nobody saw the whole thing coming in the original, but history essentially just rewrote itself right here. But anyway, so like I said, Incineroar totally had that game in the bag, but just blowing it on the last few minutes. Oh my god, that is so funny. Okay, well anyway, Emma Zolgman's Ike going to move on in bracket, and Brennan Heckle's Incineroar unfortunately going to suffer a very embarrassing loss. But let's move on to the match and see where the next one goes. Going on to our last match of round 2 for this tournament. We have Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi. And we have the joke character for the tournament, Archie Maniacal. Both of these CPUs, both Yoshi and me Sword Fighter CPUs, they're pretty good in stamina mode, I'd say. Or Yoshi's just a good CPU in general, but so is me Sword Fighter, honestly. It's surprising. We will see in future tournaments that one joke character actually ends up making it into finals, which I never thought I'd see in my life. But, you know, the first time for everything. Anyway, we're going on to the King of Fighters stage from the Fatal Fury series, or just King of Fighters, anything like that. How this stage works, it's pretty different from your normal walk-off stage. It may look like a walk-off stage just on paper, or just by first glance. But I don't know if there's been an instance of it, but characters can't walk off the stage. It's not like your typical walk-off. There are actually barriers and walls on this stage. Like you see. He didn't get Archie when he got in Yoshi's egg. We didn't get. Yeah, he just kind of stays right there. Doesn't go any farther. That's because there's a wall or a barrier that characters are prevented from going past. And this is because there is a special feature about this stage. I doubt we're really going to see it in stamina mode because of the whole knockback thing. But the thing about this, the walls is. Characters. Oh wow, that was a really nice combo right there. Just a fall down there in the final smash. That almost killed him. But anyway, you saw Archie bounce off of the wall there. Depending on how strong a character's attack is, the stronger it is and the more knockback it has behind it, the more likely a character is going to be sent breaking through that wall. And also that depends on like percent too. But you see, because of the whole knockback thing and stamina and kind of how it doesn't really exist, or just like the multipliers and whatnot, we're probably not going to see any characters break through the wall. So, just going to see a nice, simple stage with HP and whatnot, kind of making it like a traditional fighter game, which Terry is especially definitely from. Pretty close game at the moment. Archie kind of popping off, but Yoshi just trying to find an opportunity to rack up some damage before he can use the final smash. Wow, reading Archie right into it. It's not quite going to kill, but Archie has his final smash now. That could definitely rack up the damage on Yoshi if he has the opportunity to use it. Wow, very close game at the moment. Archie grabbing Yoshi, trying to end it all with an up smash. It's not going to be that easy though, but maybe it is. Hatching Archie out of the egg. Oh my gosh, it's so close in HP at the moment. Oh my gosh, that was a nail biter of a match. But Yoshi going to end it all with a clean back air. Look at Archie. He's so pissed. Archie is like always like low-key pissed. Maybe next time. But anyway, Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi going to move on into semifinals. Now let's go on to the. Speaking of semifinals, yeah, that's what we're ready for now. So Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi going to move on. Archie, the joke character, unfortunately not going to make it. But let's see how our other competitors that we've seen in past matches will do leading up to the finals. Moving on into the semifinals, we have Dakota Beck's Sonic and Nathan Doffin's Cloud going on to Mute City SNES for this match. The very dangerous thing about this stage in particular is that if you touch the road while the whole stage is moving, it's definitely going to do a lot of damage to you. Another funny thing that happened during this tournament, we encountered a glitch of some sorts, and that's why I kind of removed this stage from the stage list from future tournaments. There was this one weird encounter with the road where a character would end up getting onto the road. Oh my god, wow, that was meaty coming from Cloud right there. Cloud having excellent performance to start off the match. Going to give him a steady lead at the moment. Yeah, not a lot of room for fighters to fight on. Only really have those two platforms right there. But anyway, where was I? Okay, yeah. Dakota Beck kind of got robbed from this match. So that already tells you who the winner of this match is going to be. Kind of fell on the road and then just drifted into the blast zone, like just effortlessly, like not like nothing, like literally just didn't even like take damage. He took damage from the road, but just stayed on the road and just went straight into the blast zone. I can't explain what happened there, but if it happens again, then maybe we'll see history rewrite itself once again. Cloud going to take damage from touching the road, though, going to eliminate his first stock. As you can see, the CPUs are kind of behaving in a very odd manner, awkward manner too. Probably because there isn't a lot of room for the fighters to fight on. We just have Captain Falcon's Blue Falcon, and then these two platforms on the side. Connecting the final smash, that is going to do a lot of damage on Sonic. Probably not gonna, yeah, not quite gonna kill. But definitely going to put Cloud at an advantage. Going to bring Sonic down to 5 HP. Trying to find an opportunity and just end it quick using the forward smash. Doesn't even need the last hit to KO him. Just kind of hanging out on Blue Falcon. After all the attacks and the damage that Sonic has accumulated, he's going to get the opportunity to use his final smash, but again, as we've established, not the best final smash in the game. So, not going to make much use of it, and definitely not going to KO Cloud at this percent. Or percent, I keep saying percent instead of HP. We're in a stamina tournament, Owen, come on. Cloud going to take some damage from making impact with the road there. Sonic going to seek this opportunity to do some damage on him and perhaps end the game. Oh, Cloud could have ended it in a very stylish fashion right there with a limit break. Very close in terms of HP right now, but definitely not in terms of stock. Cloud having a constant lead throughout that entire game. Unfortunately, Dakota... Well, fortunately, actually, we didn't see Dakota get entirely robbed in this newest version. Instead, we finally get a fair match instead. Still going to end up in the same result, though. Nathan Doffin going to move on into finals with his Cloud. Dakota going to end up with his Sonic, only going to be a semi-finalist. Let's move on to the other side of the bracket and see how our other competitors will do. and see who will be making it into finals. Heading on over to the other side of the brackets, we meet up again with Emma Zolgman's Ike and Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi. Going to the Duck Hunt stage for this match, another pixelated stage just like our last one. If I remember, this match was very close in the original tournament, so we'll just have to see how close it will be in this version. Ike going to juggle Yoshi with his series of up airs and up smashes. Yoshi not going to allow Ike to seek every opportunity to do some damage. Yoshi almost falling right into that up smash, but going to come back down to the stage with a safe forward air. Ike going to eliminate Yoshi's first stock though, but Yoshi going to answer right back. Both characters obtaining their final smash, but Ike going to make use of his first. Bringing Yoshi down to... Oh man, Ike kind of just left himself wide open for Yoshi to unleash the horde of his family on him. Yoshi definitely has more opportunities to camp on Ike by using his eggs, but Ike, of course, being the sword fighter that he is going to try and find every opportunity to get up close and personal with his opponent. Doesn't have to get too close though, because of the range on his sword. You'd be surprised of how big it is, especially when you play as Ike and find all of your attacks connecting in a rather smooth fashion. Ike's fun to play, gotta admit, and especially after the representation that he's been given in the CPU tournament series. Every time I think of Ike, I think of the Ike we see in the CPU tournament series. Oh man, coming on down with a clean down air. Going to even up the game. Like I said, very close game, just like the original. Yoshi going to flutter all around the stage. Trying to move away from all Ike's meaty and hefty attacks. Yoshi not going down without a fight. Ike thought he was in the right distance to connect his final smash. After not connecting, it seems like he's going to fall apart here. Just trying to make it back to the stage and do some damage on Yoshi before Yoshi obtains his final smash, which, if he could rack up the damage on Ike like in the way he's doing, it could spell doom for him. Going to connect the final smash, that might just be a KO. Not even killing him in terms of HP, he's going to kill him with the knockback. Something that's not very prominent in stamina mode, now making its appearance. Well, Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi going to take that match against Ike after Ike falling apart after not connecting the final smash. But anyway, good game coming from those two. We will now see Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi move on to finals as Yoshi fights against Nathan Doffing's Cloud. Let's see how that goes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the final match of the tournament. Nathan Doffing's Cloud and Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi. This is certainly going to be an intense match, especially considering the exceptional performance that both of these characters have showed off in their respective matches. Excuse me. I can tell Yoshi wants to go for a lot more spicier attacks, but due to the awkward structure and of the stage, it's hard for characters to find a good place to fight on, and also there's just not a lot of room to jump either. We've seen a lot of really awkward structured stages in this tournament, but hey, it all worked out for the better. I mean, we're trying to be as accurate as possible here, right? I vividly remember this being the stage that Yoshi and Cloud fought on in the last match, so... Ooh, Cloud not going to recover back to the stage so easily right there. Yoshi hanging in on his first stock at a 7 HP. Cloud going to bring it down to somewhat of an even match now, though. I'm not sure what Cloud's idea was there. Using the recovery trying to rack up some damage, but inevitably just fell right into Yoshi's final smash. Speaking of final smashes though, Cloud has now obtained his, trying to rack up the damage. Oh, nice combo right there off the stage. Up throw into final smash is definitely going to rack up a lot of damage on Yoshi. Yoshi, being the crazy CPU that he is though, probably not going to take him long to even up the score. Oh man, Cloud tried to go for a really clean combo right there. Yoshi seeing through all of his attacks though. Oh man, I think he wanted to go for a footstool right there. Trying to end it off quick with a forward smash, not going to quite connect it though. Yoshi coming back to the stage with a clean forwarder, going to eliminate Cloud, bring him down to his last stock. Yoshi not looking too good in terms of HP right now though. Cloud could even up the game here in just a second with a clean up smash. Yoshi about to obtain his final smash, see if he can make use of it. Yoshi has been very consistent about landing all of his final smashes, so it's going to be no surprise if he connects this one. Oh man, Cloud to try to rack up more percent before he uses it, but Yoshi inevitably going to use it. However, he obtained his now, so let's see if he can make use of it. Going to have to sacrifice the limit in order to make it back to the stage, but Cloud, looking for an opportunity to use his final smash, finds it and connects it. Not quite going to kill, but is very close game. Yoshi going to even it up with just with a single down air. Bring Yoshi down to 20. Just like I said in the original, it's so close. Oh man, Cloud going to end the game with a nair going through the platform, and that is the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan Dawson being tried and true to his character that he has picked in every tournament thus far, and even he will pick in the upcoming tournaments in Project Rewind. But Nathan Dawson's Cloud going to take this tournament, the Stamina Tournament, with Bryn Chamberlain's Yoshi being the runner-up. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the tournament went. August 29th, 2020, the Stamina Tournament. Very fun tournament to see live. And honestly, the hype was almost perfectly replicated in this one as well, with the matches almost being in their accurate representation. But yeah, very fun regardless. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was episode 3 of Project Rewind. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in next time for episode 4, where we will look at the very first item tournament that we had in the tournament series. That was a very intense one as well. We shall see some different characters and a lot of new participants to the series as well. So we will catch all of that information and more in the next tournament. So thank you for tuning in to episode 3 of Project Rewind. Be sure to tune in next time for episode 4. But as of right now, this is Owen Ballman signing out. See you guys next time.